Start spreading the
Hi, honey.
news.
We're streaming. He says hi, stream.
Hi. Well, it's not streaming yet. That's just me.
No, the stream is here too.
Oh, good.
Stream's here. Hello, everyone.
Is Drew gonna do the FU dance on the way out tomorrow?
I hope he does the FU dance on the way out tomorrow. You're doing the FU dance on the way out of work tomorrow, honey?
I can teach him the moves.
Heather's really good at the FU dance. Look at her. Look at her FU dancing. He's too busy playing with Matt. Look at him. You can't see him. He's playing with Matt.
The hell?
Look. Say hi, babe.
Hi.
That was the babe. He's got the emails. Well, we're live on our special Thursday show.
Because we're on vacation, so we kind of say, "Hey, you want to do a show?" I can't. I'm busy, and I'm hungover. Hey, let's do it tomorrow.
Holiday hangover is like a festive hangover.
Never. We would never do that.
A festive hangover.
Yes.
What's wrong, honey? Oh, we're live. Hold on. Heather.
So everybody, I could sing, but no one wants that. Had a great Christmas. See, got the death statue, so that was fun. And there's Trey, and she's back.
I'm back. So how have you geeked this week for episode 18 of Mothers of Geeks?
Okay, well, so even though it was Christmas week, last week we managed to have our regular D&D session.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. And by regular, I mean it was our regularly scheduled session, but our brilliant DM a few weeks ago told us, hey, by the way, have a first level character ready. Have your character ready at first level.
Yes.
The hell? And then as the week progressed, or as the time progressed, it became, and think about what class you'd want your character to be. Like, what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. And then, by the way, you don't have a class yet, so you have 5 hit points and no background except for the fact that you're all orphans, so you get, con as a background. So you have your racial bonuses, you have a con bonus of 1 because orphans are tough, and that's it.
And your attitude.
And your attitude, yeah. And by the way, you're all kids.
Like 13.
Yeah. Between 13 and 16, I think, was the goal.
Mm-hmm.
So we had Game Friday. Oh, God.
It was so much fun.
It was so much fun. But yeah.
We went different ways.
I think our characters are going to be polar opposites of each other, which is normal.
Right.
But unlike our current characters, because Addie and Hage are polar opposites, but they respect each other, and I think they see that balances them out. Mm-hmm. Where I think Addie 2.0 and Hage 2.0 are polar opposites of their existing templates.
Right.
But are also such polar opposites of each other that there's going to be some issues.
Surprisingly, like we kind of went in initially not even thinking about that, and then the game organically turned us against each other.
Yeah. And it's just also, being teenagers, being probably the fact that we're fairly close in age, so we probably room together. So we're like sisters. And shocker, I'm the goody-goody one.
It is a shock. Because Addie is so good. Addie 1.0 is like the best, nicest person.
Yeah.
Addie 2.0 is not nice.
No. Literally, within an hour, she was trying to pimp off her siblings.
For gold, like 10 gold.
Yeah.
Night.
Yeah.
It's a deal.
Yeah.
That's a steal. I'd split the funds.
A, selling your siblings is bad. B, I'm a change. You can get twice as much for me.
But it was really fun, and honestly, I knew I wanted to kind of take her a different direction.
Yeah.
And it all really started when Drew inadvertently, as the DM, dissed my character.
Yeah.
It was an accident, but
it was totally an accident, but it turned out like
perfect. Yeah. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do her. I don't know how I'm going to change her for what she is. I don't know what to do. And Addie was already cooking in the kitchen with their surrogate mother at the orphanage. And he goes, "Oh, hey, look at you. And you're the only one that helps me around the house. You're so nice." And there's Addie over there kneading some dough for apple pie going. And that was the turning pivotal moment.
Yeah, that was like, oh, really? Really?
Oh,
This is
really?
what's going on? Uh-huh. Yeah.
So I went Addie bad.
Yeah, we went Addie bad. And had already decided that I was not going to be cooking because something I did keep from her personality is Hayes 1.0 would not know how to cook.
Right.
Period.
Right.
She probably knows how to throw a nice feast. She probably knows how to organize stuff. She probably knows what a nice menu is and what wines go with what.
Right.
She's a noble. She's a fucked up noble, but she's a noble.
Right.
So I kind of kept that. All right, let's have that kind of backside of her retaining that of she's helpless in the kitchen.
And it worked.
Right.
Especially when you didn't take out the pies. Can't believe you.
Oh, like I know. So it was good. So our former stoic, silent, well, not silent, our quiet, broody ranger is now, well, I'm pretty sure he's a conniving thief, and he steals stuff and then fences it off.
Hey, there's a possibility that's what's going on.
There's a possibility. Kratos is fascinating.
He collects bugs.
He collects bugs, and he's fascinated with dragons and wings and all this stuff.
And yells inappropriate comments.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And our half-orc likes his human side and insists that his mother's a pretty princess and does not speak in third person and is actually pretty literate.
And a conniving sneak. I'm okay with this.
I'm pretty sure I'm the good one of this party, and it disturbs me.
It disturbs me a lot, too. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I have massive plans.
Oh, no.
I'm going to take down the world.
Wow.
One pimped out child at a time.
No. Pimping our siblings is bad.
Technicality.
So now that we've got how we've geeked this week. Oh, have you done any other geeking? I know it's been crazy. It's been Christmas week.
That's pretty much it. We had a really good time with D&D and talking about it afterwards and working on plans and yeah. But what have you geeked over? What's exciting geekiness?
Well, sadly, Thursday I was supposed to do a mage session, but it got canceled, which happens, especially this time of the year. So the thing with my mage is she, besides being a member of the Cult of Ecstasy, something completely opposite of that, she is a theoretical physicist. She's a damn smart girl. And I decided because of that, I really wanted to kind of learn more about this. And Cam had, we keep books around the house. Besides just fiction, we keep lots of stuff, including we both love Neil deGrasse Tyson. Mm-hmm. Last year or a year before, I had gotten him Black Hole and Other Cosmic Quandaries, so I decided I was to start that. I decided to not take notes after the introduction because I would have a notebook full, and I love my notes. But here's the deal. You would think it's about astrophysics and later theoretical physics. It would be a dry read. It's not. It's not the book that you get up in the middle of the night because, I have insomnia. Yeah. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to get up in the middle of the night to read.
Right.
I'm now kind of tired, but I need to finish this chapter because this stuff is fascinating.
Well, right.
And what I really took away from it, which is where my geek intersected, is 80% of what's out there in space is what's called dark magic or dark matter. Mm-hmm. And I decided to put that in the perspective of mage and think how my character would think of it. Mm-hmm. And I think she is convinced that dark matter, 80% of what's out there is actually magic.
Logan, go. Sorry. He's playing the Switch. And,
awesome.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm really enjoying it. I took like a few notes, and then I'm like, no, I can't.
Well, that'd be really hard to take notes on.
I think. Well, I did like a few details. I think I will continue to take notes as I think about reading it from a major standpoint,
Right.
and where it intersects.
Right.
So what have you geeked over this week?
So there was a new PUBG map that came out.
Ooh.
So not only have we been playing PUBG constantly, there's a new map. What's wrong? You can have the lemon later. Go. He wants the chocolate orange that you smack.
Oh,
He calls
yes.
it a lemon. So we've been playing the new. He's like sneaking around.
I know, he's so cute.
The
Damn.
new map. It's a desert map, and it is very, very open, like open space, but has a lot of tight, closed off cities, which is different than what we're used to.
This makes sense. So is it like a desert city, like in the Middle East, where you'd have like, or
It's in Mexico.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
So there's
perfect
a lot
sense.
of hills, but like it's really hard terrain to get over with your vehicles.
Okay.
And there's a lot of long range combat, which is great.
Sure.
And the cities, like I said, are very, very, very tight.
Yeah, very near through narrow allees,
Yes.
and that's great.
Yes, so we've been geeking over that because it's amazing. Like, who doesn't
Yeah.
love new maps? There's going to be a snow map eventually.
Yeah, I
And-
mentioned that in chat today.
Yeah, and they also brought up the whole vaulting, which was something missing from the game. So you couldn't even jump over walls, which, come on. Like, what year
Yeah.
is this? We've been jumping over
Yeah.
walls forever. So you couldn't vault on anything. So they fixed it, so now you can vault, which is very,
Nice.
very nice because vaulting makes a world amazing. Because you can even vault out windows.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
Oh, fun!
Yeah.
Especially considering the fact that it is a FPS. Yeah, I can
Right.
see that being very useful.
So you can vault out the windows, you can vault outdoors, you can do any, like, it's the whole entire idea behind it is really, really clean. And it took a lot of testing, and I'm excited that they finally brought it out because it was really a hindrance when you couldn't do things like that.
Yeah, definitely. Something I think that definitely gives you different types of strategies.
Right.
And PvP, you want to be able to get the hell out of the way
Oh,
quickly.
yeah, and when you want to jump on somebody and kill them from behind, you can do that way easier instead of jumping off the back end of a building and a balcony. You're jumping actually out of the window and flipping around, and it really adds a lot of a scarier element because you don't know where people are going to be coming from.
Yeah.
So we like
I
that.
like it.
Oh yes,
Very
that's very fun. I can't wait for new maps.
Yeah.
PUBG, woo.
Ooh,
So what about kids stuff? Because it was Christmas. I'm sure kids
It
stuff is
was
awesome.
Christmas. it was Christmas. So speaking of shooting, the child got some Nerf because that's how we do things.
You love that.
She got a lot of really cool geek gifts. I'd gotten her the Loki leather jacket from For Her Universe, which is just, it fits her amazingly, and it has studs on the shoulder and the ruching on the side and little Loki buttons and like dark green lining. It's really pretty.
Oh, I loved it. You sent me the picture of it, and it's
Yeah.
really, really amazing.
It's
I'm
really neat.
jealous.
Yeah. She got a lot of Hogwarts stuff. I got her Hogwarts combat boots. We got her a cute little, she got Harry Potter leggings. She got a Hufflepuff, like a chiffon kimono type thing. We wear them a lot around here during the summertime just to keep the sun off our skin. That type of thing. Got her Chewie's bowcaster in Nerf form, and my mom got her. 1 second, I have to get it. Also, behind me is all the Nerf.
I
all
can
the
see.
behind me.
Nerf
Yeah,
war.
it's crazy. But
Look how that looks fun. I want to shoot people with that. Look at that.
yeah,
That's awesome.
so it's a Nerf Elite, Hyperfire Elite, 5 darts per second, has a canister loader. Yeah, so that's what my husband was
Shooting her with.
on the stairs this morning, aiming through. Speaking of snipers, aiming through the landing in the stairs. At which goes directly to which you have a perfect shot of her computer where she was playing.
Right. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. That's all I can think of when I see Nerf.
Yes. But so the best geek thing happened. It was a wonderful Christmas present to me. Christmas night, we had gotten home from my mom's, and we decided to watch the Doctor Who Christmas special. Now, I have been trying to get Ryan into Who for many years, and she's at the point where a lot of her friends like Who. She knows this, she knows the vernacular. She has some exposure, but she's never sat down
Right.
to it. So I'm like, okay, Bray, come sit down with us. Because she had said earlier that, yes, once the 13th Doctor is introduced, that's going to be her doctor.
I
She
love
wants,
it. Yep.
the female doctor, she's very excited about that. 2 minutes in, now, of course, the regeneration doesn't happen until the end of it,
Of
which
course.
is, which is fine. 2 minutes in, she was hooked. She was laughing. She enjoyed everything about it. The
Aw.
humor, the snarkiness. And it was a great one for her because the story revolved around, one, regenerating and not wanting to, and 12, or time for one to regenerate and not wanting to,
Right.
and time for 12 to regenerate and not wanting to. So it was kind of a team up.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's probably going to want to go back and watch this last season, which I still need to do because she really enjoyed the current companion, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
Really neat character. They have a great relationship from what little I've seen of them. So yeah, she was hooked. She was really hooked.
Good.
And even to the point where it taped for 2 hours, it was an hour and a half episode. There was like a short little behind the scenes afterwards, and it got done. And I'm like, okay, we're done. I was like, no, there's more. Like, yeah, it's behind the scenes stuff. Okay, well, let's watch that.
Oh.
It was great. It was great. So I'm pretty happy. Anytime we can share geek stuff together, it always makes me happy.
Yeah.
And that's something we do for each other. She'll introduce me to things. I'll introduce her to things. And I love having that connection with her and those
That's
mommy-daughter
exciting.
geek times.
I like that. See, my favorite Doctor is 9.
Yeah, 9 is great. He was my first.
I love him as a person.
Yeah. He's an interesting guy, the actor, and he takes no crap, which is fun.
I know. I like that.
Yeah.
I have not watched any of 11 or 12, so.
Yeah. If you ever decide to
I
sit down and
know.
do it, I know it's a little challenging with kids around.
They actually watched it with me for a while, but
Oh,
they weren't
neat.
super
Yay.
interested. I mean, they were little,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. And it's Doctor Who, so there's nothing all that
Yeah.
offensive.
No, it's
I
pretty
mean, it
tame.
originally was intended for kids,
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty tame, so I'm not too worried about it. It's just like,
Yeah.
you know how kids get. They get bored with their own stuff, and they're like, let's watch Teen Titans Go.
Exactly.
Like, okay.
So, yes, because that's good too. Like, again, that sharing the geekery is one of the best things about being, a mother of a geek.
Exactly. My favorite part.
Yeah. So how your kids? How have they geeked out this week? What are they geeking out?
So we got a ton of games for the Switch, which is what Logan was just over here requesting a new Switch game in, because I don't let him do it himself. I have to,
Right.
switch. He's too little. So they got a lot of them, and Logan's really enjoying that. Remy got a lot of different craft stuff. So yesterday we put up a solar system in her room. She loves it. They glow in the dark. They're 3D.
Oh, neat.
So it's really, really neat. We did that yesterday. We also grew crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So she's enjoying that. That's been really fun. Then we also bought a terrarium, like a tiny terrarium.
Mm-hmm.
And she did that today when Logan was at school. So that was, it's neat to see her involved in these kind of projects because she wants to come home and do them. Like she wanted to do the solar system. She wanted to do the terrarium. She wanted to do these things. So it was fun to actually be able to let her do them.
And I think the good thing is it's encouraging the part of her brain that maybe might not be as encouraged as much as she gets older.
Yeah.
Because after a certain point, unfortunately, girls don't do the science thing. And yeah, we do. But it's giving her a good foundation for science.
Exactly. And, I took Roblox away again for the fourth
It happens. Time. Yeah.
I just can't handle it anymore. I can't handle the crying and the fussing and the fighting and the screaming. And
that's not what Logan was crying over in that video you sent me the other day, was it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. As his sister dances around him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm not doing that anymore. So I said, nope, done, gone. They're allowed to play ABC Mouse, which we still get. It's now up to second grade that they tailored it to. So more than fine with me, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
It gives them a good ability to learn while playing fun games, and I know they learn things off of it, so that's what they're sticking with. They can play.
Important.
Remy got a 3DS for Christmas, a used one for my sister,
awesome.
which means I also got a 3DS.
Right.
Because I've been playing that one. So she's allowed to play that, and he's allowed to play the Switch, and so is she. But
perfect.
That's it. So I took that Roblox away because I literally can't handle it.
Yeah, no, and anything that causes any more chaos, you guys don't need.
No, and it's weird because it's a weird kind of stressful chaos.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't mind gaming. I love gaming. I want everybody to
Oh yeah,
game
totally.
like forever. Like, please game. I'm gonna watch you game.
Yeah.
I just cannot. This game, it brings out the worst in my children.
Yeah.
The worst in them. You know, all these people that play it, I'm like, oh, this is great. Play Roblox. I'm fine with it, but I can't have these two doing it or I'll lose my mind.
Yeah, yeah. It's like in-house PvP.
It is. It's mom v kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Because holy crap.
Or kids v kids because, they're getting into it over it or whatever.
Right. It's awful. It's awful.
Nope, not worth it.
So, yeah. No, I can't do it. Cannot do it. So what about, let's see here. What do we got next? News.
We have some news.
What about, what's your first one here? What is this? Oh my.
Yeah?
Oh my. Let's see your news. I'm
Okay.
reading the link. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Because
So Star Wars happened, which of course I'm so excited about. But there's been a lot of, not a lot. There's been some fan backlash on certain pieces of it. Which I'm like, I kind of understand a little because honestly, I hated the prequels with a passion. So, and I understand why it's kind of given me perspective. Some of the reasons why I hated the prequels with a passion because I had certain things planned in my brain that didn't come to pass.
mm-hmm.
And I honestly think part of what we're hearing a lot of whining has to do with that.
Right.
But just out of curiosity, people have now been going back in time to look at the issues that people had with Empire Strikes Back, which is pretty much like most people, when you rank Star Wars movies, Empire is top. You talk to pretty much almost all the geeks,
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite Star Wars movie? Empire Strikes Back.
Is that yours?
Oh God, yeah. Empire is in my top 5 movies.
It's an important distinction I had to make sure.
It is. Yeah, no,
Okay.
it is definitely. And also, it has a very similar tone to this one where stuff gets dark, things don't go as planned.
Mm-hmm.
The middle chapter is always when the heroes are up against the wall, and at the end, yeah, they're decimated.
Right, of course.
They are decimated.
Right.
So yeah, though, some places have gone back and said, okay, what are fans' reactions to Star Wars Empire Strikes Back?
Mm-hmm.
And I know this because I actually have some of the old Starlog episode or issues that came out in 1980. And when I was a kid, I would go to the library and find news articles on microfiche and print them off for my Star Wars folders.
Are you serious?
Oh my God, yeah.
You're such a
Oh
dork.
yeah.
I love you.
Yes. Yeah.
You're the
I love you
best.
too. But no, I mean, this is what happens when, you're a geek and there's no internet. You have to find other ways. Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people really hated it.
I don't think he feels very well still. His cheeks are
Oh,
all
poor
rosy and he's getting mad at the Switch.
Yeah. Oh. In fact, I remember greatly disliking one of the Starlog writers, Peter David, who was a Star Trek writer,
Mm-hmm.
because he ripped it apart.
Really?
Yes. So maybe in time, people's opinions will change. I couldn't tell you. But yes, The Last Jedi is getting very, very similar reactions that Empire Strikes Back did.
See, that's crazy to think about because you would think that, I don't know. I've heard good things and I've seen bad things, and I've seen that popcorn rating of like, what is it now? I don't know what it is anymore, but it was the other day that I sent it to.
It was like it was in the 50s.
Yeah. So I understand where it's like, sorry, what? I don't know what's going on, kid. I'm trying again. He's mad about this
Poor
game.
baby.
I don't know why. Look at this. See, here you go. He's playing this game, and I don't know. I haven't played it yet. He's played it most. I haven't, and it's
Right.
Mario Rabbids. I don't know.
No idea.
I haven't played it yet, so I don't know how to play it. So I'm just hitting buttons over here to get it to work. But anyway, it's interesting to see that fans are so mad. I haven't seen it yet. We're going to go Friday because my mom's taking the kids, so we're actually going to be able to go
Awesome.
on Friday. But people seem pissed, and I don't.
Yeah, and I think part of it, honestly, if you get a chance, go listen to Unfriend Me,
Mm-hmm.
which is Scott Johnson and
Yes.
Justin Robert Young. It's actually I really enjoyed the episode, um, but I do think half of it is what people had worked up in their mind was
Right.
going to happen, and it didn't.
You mean Grey Jedi?
Yeah, yeah, or just any of that.
Right.
You know, it happens, especially with Star Wars, because Star Wars is such a huge part of our pop culture.
Right. And it is. And it's becoming a more part of it.
It's weird. Some days it's really weird to me. The fact that I'm wearing a cute Star Wars dress. You know?
And it's accepted in modern day society without a bat of an eye. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How many people you see with those kind of dresses on now, you know?
We were out shopping today, and as we're leaving the store, a lady and her munchkin were walking into the store, and I turned to my friend, and I'm like, Imperial scum. She said, what do you mean? Like, she had Imperial tattoos on her arm. And she's like, well, yeah, exactly. I don't, I said it jokingly.
Well, yeah, of course.
But yeah.
But it's crazy now.
It really is. And I remember when The Force Awakens came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember walking around Kohl's and seeing everything, seeing really cool Star Wars jewelry and seeing really cute clothes. Not just like cool stuff in the men's department, but great stuff in the women's department.
Oh, yeah.
That's cut for women. I'm like, I would love to go back in time and tell 13-year-old me this. Because I had to search through the bin at KB's toy store to find an Ewok. Or I would have to go to the comic book store and search through old back issues of Starlog magazine to find anything about Star Wars.
Right. That's what happens. And now it's all mainstreamed. Which is fine.
It's
good. But weird.
Right. It is, yeah. But it lets me be choosy about what I want when it comes to Star Wars. Instead of having to say, oh, it's Star Wars, I need to buy this. I can now say, and I've looked at some of the action figures I have, and they're ugly.
Mm-hmm.
They're ugly. So I can
These
actually
are ugly
choose.
action figures.
They are. The face molds, especially on Leia,
Mm-hmm.
are just not attractive, which is upsetting. Yeah. But now I can choose, and I can, say, hey, I want to get one of the black figures, which are, $20
Right.
at full price. I can as an adult instead of, having to figure out how many weeks of allowance that's going to be. But yeah, I can be choosy with my Star Wars stuff, which I like.
Which is good, which is a first.
It is.
Which is, I mean, I'm happy about that. Though. Like we've talked about it before. Like the whole entire, can you have, being a geek while having the knowledge that we have of what it used to be is weird for us.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
And like how being a geek mainstream now is almost like the cool thing to do.
Which is weird.
Which is, again, very odd.
Because, I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I'm not cool. I'm okay with not being cool.
So am I. Like,
yeah, it's,
it's one of those weird things, Your video is all weird again, but that's okay. I can still hear you.
Good. So what's your geek news? I know that I've gone off on a tangent.
Well, I'm okay with that. But geek news. So the other day,
I do that.
While wrapping some presents, we were watching Bright, which I don't think you've watched yet.
I have not watched yet.
Which you should. I actually, our friend, Mr. Matt, is the only person I've seen that hasn't really enjoyed it yet, which is shocking to me because I thought it was amazing.
I know he loved the first. I know he liked the beginning. He really enjoyed the beginning.
Right.
But then felt it kind of fell off from there.
And I mean, it's not going to be for everybody.
But I know he said he really liked the writing.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was really good. It was interesting. It was neat to see it. It was good to have a project like that go mainstream on Netflix. Again, talking about being a cool geek now. It was good to have that ability and to see it live. And it's like Shadowrun. So not many people know what Shadowrun is unless you are geeky. So it's cool to be able to bring that up in the forefront too. Because maybe you'll Google it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, D&D is becoming something that's in the vernacular for various reasons. And it's becoming much more popular. 5th Ed has actually outsold all other versions of D&D combined, which is fascinating.
fascinating to me,
I
considering
love it.
also how expensive stuff are.
Right.
Yeah. So I think then it's very easy, you know, if you know that people maybe like the idea of it, but
Right.
perhaps the fantasy genre is not their thing, you can then say, well, you know what? Did you watch Bright? Okay, you enjoyed that. Well, there's something kind of similar to that world, which is called Shadowrun, which is urban fantasy combined with, you know, an RPG.
Right. Which is different.
And a really interesting, right? And really interestingly, really great world building. And I've heard some really neat stuff about the world building in Bright, which excites me.
I want to know more about the world. That's what I'm excited for. Because
that list from Reddit, somebody shared about the battle of the 9 races and all that, and
it's really neat. I
that
like
sounded
it a
really
lot.
interesting.
I think it's going to be great for everybody to watch.
I'm like, yeah. And I know. Anyway, so what about Bright? And we got off on tangent.
We always do. So Bright 2 is going to be happening, which is very exciting. I cannot believe it. I'm excited.
Nice.
They've already announced it. Will Smith is already apparently signed up, which is good because I like him.
Good.
I like him. So we'll see how that goes. You know, we'll see how
and
that
I think
goes.
he's an actor that brings stuff to the public eye, which is good.
Right. I think so too. I think that him being a main actor in it is going to be a great thing.
Yeah.
Oh, are you clearing up finally? You've been like so weird for like.
I know. I apologize.
I don't know. It's like weird. It's a weird internet thing.
Yeah.
It's a weird internet thing. Who knows what's going on? But yeah, I am excited for it. I think that he brings a huge genre to it.
Yeah.
And, you know, we'll continue to see where it goes. I wish it was a series because I think it could have been made into a great series.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens too.
Right. Exactly. We have time.
Yeah.
To bring it into an amazing series. At least I hope so.
Yes.
I'm muting myself. I have to run to my son to the restroom real fast. But let's talk about our discussion. Get us going on this. Let's hear about this. Like what?
Well, we can mute for a minute. You can pause. Do you want to pause the stream?
No, I can't pause it. But you can talk to them for a second about Star Wars.
I'll talk about Star Wars because I'm now distracting people. Let's see. So I've seen The Last Jedi 3 times now. We saw it, of course, opening night. And then we saw it the Sunday after our big Yule party, which was great because I needed something not... Oh, hey, you're back.
Yeah, keep talking, though, because I was listening.
Okay.
Drew actually ended up coming upstairs.
Oh, good. Because I needed some... I figured he was too busy with playing virtual chess.
He was getting ready to go out tonight.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
We're going to Yama.
Oh, yeah.
Sushi people.
Yay.
Sushi.
Yay. We're going to go see... Shape of the Water.
I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm
Me
very
too.
excited.
Yeah.
So you've seen Star Wars how many times? Twice now?
3 times now. Yep, 3 times. 3. We did Sunday after our Yule party, which was nice because I needed something in that weird day.
Yeah.
The day after Yule is kind of like the day after Christmas to most people. For us,
what's a big party? You got to clean up. You have a lot to do.
It's a big party. It's exhausting, and then it's just kind of nice to have that weird non-day. Which I really enjoy. And then we saw it Sunday. We saw it Christmas Eve night.
And was it busy?
No, it was not busy, which was neat.
That's nice.
It's a weird time to evidently go see the movies. Our Christmas Eve plans got changed.
Okay.
Because it was on a Sunday and my in-laws had been invited to church and stuff with Cam's cousins. And there was an early Christmas Eve, a regular Christmas or regular Sunday service because usually we go with the in-laws to church on Sunday or on Christmas Eve. So there was actually a Christmas Eve morning service that fell on a Sunday, and the pastor didn't want to have 3 services that day. So we got that done early with. The church part of Christmas Eve was done by 10:30.
Which is rare.
Yeah, exactly. So then we did our normal Christmas Eve lunch, which is we go out for sushi, and we normally try to get as many members of the local part of the guild or of the raid team that Cam's on. But it was on a Sunday and it was weird, and someone had to work and someone had to take care of their kid, and another friend had something, and one friend was out of town, and another friend was taking his parents to go see The Last Jedi. So It was four of us. It was the three of us and our friend Nevermore, who's like one of my favorite people on the planet.
Aw.
So and we went out for some. We just had sushi lunch,
Mhm.
and then we came home and I wrapped some more because wrapping's never done. And oh my god,
I hate it.
oh my god. Ugh. Anyways, and then Ryan and I watched The Force Awakens as a refresher, and then we all went out. The three of us went out and we saw The Last Jedi on Christmas Eve night.
That's awesome.
And then we came home and made her put up, like, hey, cookies for Santa. Really? I'm like, yeah, really.
Yeah, Santa cookies.
Santa cookies.
He has
Remember,
needs
Santa.
fuel,
Yeah, Santa likes chai tea, and you won't give him red wine. So
which is very rude.
I know she's a problem with drinking and sledding. So yeah, it was nice. It was cool, and we had a geeky Christmas Eve because after 10:30 the church stuff was done.
That's always good.
Yes.
That's always good. So
Yes.
now we can go back to our discussion, which is geeky New Year's resolutions.
Woohoo!
So I see we have a similar for each of us, but why don't you start with your first one? What's your first one?
Okay. So my first one is read more. I love books. I love them, but the thing is, because I know like I don't have a commute, so I can't really listen to books, audiobooks while I commute because
Right.
the commute is is 7 minutes in traffic.
That's so crazy.
It is. That's okay. We're moving out to another office in 2019, so I will have a commute then.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. I'm upset about it. But hey, it's life.
It is.
So I can't do audiobooks.
Mhm.
And I look back and I think I've read maybe 3 or 4 books this year, and that was it, which I don't like at all.
Right.
So I want to read more,
Right. Which is a good thing.
which is a good thing. And I started it the other night. I'm like, okay, I'm going to sit down and read Death by Black Hole. I have a pile of books this big, that I want to read.
Mhm.
And some are super sciencey, some are history. I have the Roald Chernow Hamilton biography. I have Founding Mothers. I have something on the Federalist Papers that I want to read.
My God, you have
I
these, like,
have.
amazing books, and I'm like, let's read some pulp books.
I need to read them, but I also have like friends that have written some great books. Like my friend Eve, her sister wrote some young adult fantasy novel called The 100th Queen. I want to read that.
Oh.
My friend Nikki, and I can't think of the name of the book right now, but she actually the Karen Chronicles, maybe.
Okay.
She's got her second book published. I still need to get it. I have the first one. I want to read my friend J.F. DeBoe's Life Engineered. I started it. I've not finished it yet, and it's not because of the writing. It's because I'm.
You're busy.
That's why I'm busy. I let myself get stuck. I let myself get doing other things where I really should just step back and read.
Right.
Reading is great. It's beneficial. It gives me a time to just be still.
Right. Right. I agree.
So that's why I want to read, and I think I'll read more this year, and I think it will also help me center myself.
I agree. It's good for you.
It
Good
is.
for the soul.
It is. It is. Exactly.
So I'm going to skip my first one because my second one is also to read more books. Now,
Yes.
I try to set a goal every single year with Goodreads because it lets you do goals, right?
Mhm.
So I ended up last year choosing, I think, 100 books,
Uh-huh.
and I ended up reading 85 this year.
Not bad.
Not bad. And that's with me doing Audible too, because I can't.
Look, yeah.
I have to be able to do that as well.
Yeah.
So next year I really want to get the 100, I think.
Yeah.
But when I started doing that, the one thing I didn't like about it was that I was continuously reading or listening, which is good, but I was not doing any podcasting
Right.
and not listening to any podcasts. And I fell really behind on that and not, unable to catch up completely on all of it. So it's a give or take situation.
Yeah.
It
is.
And like I said, I would say about 80 to 85% of the books I've read last year were Audible books instead,
That's okay.
which is fine. So I would like to get to the 100. I want to get to 100 books. I think I can do it. I think it'll be fun. I got to start like day 2. January 2nd
Yeah, I
has to
know.
happen immediately, So that would be good. So that's one of my resolutions. What's your next one? I'm excited.
By the way, I have a thought.
Oh, I
since
love
we
it.
both love. Yeah. I think it would be fun. I know Aaron Mankey has some of the lore books out.
Oh, really?
Maybe we should. You almost got one for Christmas, by the way. I have it on my list to buy for other people. But maybe we should each read one of those.
We should. Yeah. I'd love that. I've been using my Kindle more too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So we could definitely do that. I like that idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write that one down. I wrote that down.
Good. All right. So yeah, I guess mine. Or do you want to do your next one?
No, go ahead. I like
Okay.
your next one.
And it actually this relates directly to reading more. Is writing more.
Mm-hmm.
The last year. Now I've probably written in the last year 75 pages, which is not bad.
No, it's good.
But you think about the fact that it's all character histories.
That's still good.
It's still good, or stuff like that. So I want to write.
Mm-hmm.
A few years ago, a friend of ours and I started the idea of writing a book together, and unfortunately fell through. But I did a lot of world building,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to kind of get back to that piece because I really love it.
Right.
Working on races, working on gods,
It's all
working
very
on
fun.
Exactly, countries. I love that part.
Yeah.
And then I need to sit down and write the worlds that are in my head.
Right.
But I'm kind of finding the neat thing about the fact that I do so much with character building and writing character histories is now I'm trying to think about, all right, so I have this really fascinating character. They're very defined.
Mm-hmm.
How can I then use that?
Right. How can you build them into the history and the worlds and use them how to shape them and shape the worlds that you're designing?
Exactly. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of that.
That's a good idea. I like that idea.
Yeah. And it actually kind of worked because the story what I'm working on originally started out as a one-on-one D&D session that took place in Forgotten Realms.
Oh, that's fun.
So I've now taken that and I have tweaked it to my own world building. So now it's very easy then to take, all right, you are from here, let's put you in here. You're from here, let's put you in here.
I like that idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always fun.
So, yeah. So I'm thinking I have 3 main stories that I'm going to eventually intertwine.
You need to get a special notebook just for that.
I do have one.
Oh, see, there you go. Is it pretty? Because pretty notebooks make you write more. Then you
No,
know.
it's
Then
actually-
no.
Okay.
No.
While all the stuff's on sale, I need one that's just for...
Yes.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out
Special
for
notebooks make you write more.
it. Okay.
It's just a fact. It's common knowledge.
I just have a 3 subject notebook. It's blue. It's boring.
I don't know if I can handle this.
It's okay. I will look. If you come across any, let me know.
I will, because I cannot handle ugly notebooks. Everything has to be beautiful, hardback,
I know.
and wonderful.
Yes.
With good pens. It will give you the motivation that you need. Pens.
Pens. Okay.
There you go. I fixed your
right.
problem.
I will work on it.
So let's see here. So my second one, which is like really my first, is to get fit again. So I like to lift. It fell off by the wayside during holidays. It always does. So
Yeah.
I need to do it again. I need to do the 5 a.m. gym. Well, up to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I need to lift hard and eat better and
Yeah.
do it all over again. Like I feel like every January is me starting over again,
Yeah, totally.
which sucks.
It
But
does.
I also, since I got the Android app,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been able to get Peloton, which is that special bike that people have. I haven't been able to get their app on Android because it's only for Apple.
Mhm.
So I've lost all those cool rides with them. But
Oh, darn it. Yeah.
if you know anybody knows a good cycling app for Android, let me know because
can ask around. We can tweet that out.
Yeah, because I need it like badly.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
Yeah,
it gives me the motivation to actually do the cycling, which I like as my cardio.
I like it for cardio, but my problem is I find that the treadmill or the elliptical especially burns more calories. And since I have such a low calorie goal,
See, I can burn in a hour-long session minimum 600 plus calories.
so half the calories I should eat a day
yeah,
to
On the
lose
bike.
any weight.
on the bike.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't do
Oh no,
that.
I'm talking like
Insane.
dripping sweat.
Yeah,
bike,
yeah.
Bike rides.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like them, and they have them at the Y as well.
Mhm.
They have like one at 6 a.m. So if I get it there, I can always do it there. It's it's every Wednesday, I believe. Mondays
So
and
it's
Wednesdays.
like a spinning class or
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, and I sit in the back. Don't look at me when I
Yeah.
spin. Like,
It's fine. It's
please
fine.
don't look at me.
Yeah.
So that's like one of my main ones. That's like my main one every year, and I did really, really good last year, and I did good the year before.
Did. Yeah.
I get back into it. I feel like plubby.
And then November happens and it all goes to shit.
It does, but it's so delicious.
I know, it's so good.
I love tacos.
I like
so much.
I like marshmallows and all the delicious homemade stuff that
God, I
people
love what Logan calls lemons.
At least you can only get those one time a year though.
I know. Like, we have none left in the house. Well, they each have one, so I'm hoping that they won't eat it all and I can eat some of it.
Yeah.
Because the second's coming quick, people.
And yeah, all this shit, all this goes.
No. Second, it's happening. I gotta
I know. I'm aware.
get it going.
And I keep buying vegetables thinking that I'll eat them if I have them. I throw a few in my omelet in the morning, but that's it. And that's if I actually have an omelet,
Yeah.
which I've not been doing.
Same. I hate eggs, so
I love eggs though.
I
Those are
wish I did.
Yeah. They're a great protein source, and it's a great, like a hard-boiled egg after a workout is great for you.
I know. I just can't.
Yeah, because you need the protein to help build muscle. I know.
Put some cheese in there. Maybe I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Like more cheese than egg.
My normal pre-workout snack is very often a cheese stick, and my post-workout snack is often an egg.
Awesome. See, I need to be able to do that. So
Yeah.
that's my second one. What's your third? What's your third very good goal? Because I need to hear this one.
Become a god?
That's lofty.
It is lofty. And this kind of goes back to how we geek this week. We eventually, our D&D characters, the end goal of this campaign is for them to become gods.
Correct. We will become gods. Hopefully.
Yeah. So that is our goal.
You want to see it through.
I want to see it through. It sounds a blast. And the interesting thing is, I think it's going to be a very interesting journey, especially as we're doing now this first level thing, because I know my character's destiny. You know, I know because the gods that we're going to become probably relate directly to our weapons.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed.
Hades is the dark one.
She is.
She is.
No wonder why Addie's bitchy to her now.
No, I would probably love her. But Hades is the dark one, and I think it's kind of fun to see that journey. And the thing with that character is she accepts that she knows she is. She knows why she is.
Right.
You know, it has to do with things that happened to her.
Right.
Which is why she's gonna be so light and interesting. I want her to be light.
Yeah.
With this new part of our campaign.
I like this idea.
Yeah, but I want to see the story through. I want to see what happens. I'm looking forward to what happens. And I like the fact that I know our characters are going to be challenged, because I think I'd like in D&D for there to be emotional weight to a story.
And I think we've done a very good job at that so far.
Yes.
We need to keep going with that, though, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, become a god. That'd be fun. And I think it also goes back to my number 2 of write more.
Yeah, because you're having to write all about this god.
Exactly. And also,
You can incorporate this god into your stories.
Exactly. Also, though, become a god when it comes to doing things like world building, not just
Right.
D&D wise, but world building for a story. Um,
Become a god with book reading.
exactly.
A fitness
exactly.
god. It applies to everything.
Exactly. Everything. Yeah, deification of New Year's goals.
Love it. I love it.
Yeah. Yes. So what's your last one?
It sounds strange I'm going to say this one, but I want to get better with my gadgets. So,
Okay.
like I have a Kindle and I don't use it very often. I'm going to buy a new fitness watch and I don't use it to its fullest extent. I like to buy pretty things and I don't use them as much as I should. So,
Yeah.
I'm going to get better at it. I do a lot of manual, like, plannering. So all my planner stuff is
I know you enjoy your plan. Mm-hmm.
So I like that, but I could probably be more effective doing it not manually. So I'm going to have to like I have my planner set up for the next year already. So getting better with like the extra fun stuff I have, like using my laptop more and instead of my desktop and, using my Kindle because it needs love too. Things like that. And it sounds so strange.
Also,
like, I like
you
to buy
can
things and I need to be able to use them.
Well, also though, you can use them to access things like, Google Docs.
Right.
Which is a great organizational tool.
Exactly. And I've been doing better with the Android phone. Like there's so much fun stuff you can do on it, but I need to do even more.
Nice.
Yeah. So I want to get better at that. I like being techie, so I need to be more techie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting is our goals are all things that they're not, like getting fit. Well, you're a very active, fit person anyway.
Thanks.
So it's not like it's a thing that is far out of the comfort zone, but it's something that we can all do better and do more.
Right.
We both love reading. We both love writing. We both love gaming. We like gadgets. So it's not going out of, because sometimes when you have these resolutions, like, oh, I want to lose 60 pounds. I'm like, you need to have a plan.
Yeah. What's your plan?
And these are all things that we love to do, but can be better about.
Yes, agreed. Especially after November, December, you realize how bad you are at some of those things.
I've not seen the scale since like November 1st. I'm terrified.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not setting back on that thing until February.
Yeah, like a month of good eating and work, and being more active, and then see how it is.
Exactly. Not looking at that thing till February. I have it like Wi-Fi ones. Nope.
We have one of those. Yeah. It looks at me sometimes. Hey, you need to weigh in. I'm like, no, I don't. Nope.
You're ugly.
Yeah.
You black box of death.
You're gonna see some numbers that I don't like.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Same. I feel it in my clothes.
Yeah. I don't as much, but that's just because I don't know, my skinny jeans were kind of tight. And like I said, I had to get control top tights to wear with a cute dress because when you like slinky dresses, and I love slinky dresses.
She does.
I do. They look cute on me.
They do.
You need to make sure that things stay tucked in. The tummy, especially if you're over a certain age and have had children.
Even if you're under a certain age and have had children.
Yeah.
If you're over 12 and have children, things happen.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then in my case, large weight loss a decade ago, which I still have flabby belly.
That's what happens, though.
Even though, literally, I lost 50 pounds, my God, 12 years ago, 13 years ago now, and I still have the extra flab.
It sucks,
Sorry.
doesn't it?
TMI, guys.
Sit-ups.
I hate sit-ups.
I know. You can't target fat loss anyway, so that's a myth.
Can't.
You can't do it. Don't even try.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose 1 inch in my left shoulder and 2 inches in my right shoulder area. Can't do it.
Mm-hmm. Nope. I mean, you can work on toning certain areas. Yeah. So you can work on building muscle in certain areas, which is great. But
I know. It sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. Well, these are great resolutions. I think we can keep to them. We'll have to do a 6-month check-in.
Yeah.
How are we doing,
I
could write it down in my book, my manual book, and keep it digitally as well so I can do double the work. Woo!
Yeah.
So my question for you this week, what is your favorite New Year's tradition?
Ooh. Well, I think I'm going to go, because I see what yours is, so we're going to go with food traditions.
Okay.
So New Year's Eve, we hang out with our friends
Mm-hmm.
and we play non-dorky games. We do things like Cards Against Humanity,
As you
which
should.
means we tell the kids to go into another damn room.
Mm-hmm. We did.
Unless they want to know some words that they should not repeat. Which then makes it so the kids come out and they keep asking questions that they really shouldn't be, like, hey, so we can't decide on what TV show. It's like, really? If we weren't playing a game that you knew you shouldn't be around, you'd be fine.
Roll a dice.
Roll a dice. Yeah, exactly. But Christmas or New Year's Eve is let's take all the bad food in our house, anything bad, and let's share it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Except for the fact that my family, of course, has requested that I make pretzels and cheese dip because, like, I'm thinking of just bringing the cheese that we have in the house or should I make pretzels and cheese dip? They all get big eyes. I'm like, okay, pretzels and cheese dip. Got it.
Come cook for me too.
I wanted something easy, but no.
But no.
I'm going to be making pretzels on New Year's Eve.
Exactly.
So our New Year's Eve food tradition is, just all the bad food, all the Christmas cookies,
leftovers, yeah.
All that bad stuff gets taken to our friend Erica's house.
That's awesome.
And yes. And then our New Year's Day dinner is always just plain delicious, no added fat, no junk, butternut squash soup.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I roast the butternut squash, cut up some shallots, saute the shallots with some cinnamon usually, and then put the butternut squash on there and let it cook down, with some veggie broth. So it's a vegetarian meal. It's a vegan meal, technically. And then we have that. And it's like a nice, fresh way to start the new year. Sometimes it's with grilled cheese, which is not as healthy, but it's delicious.
Delicious.
So usually I do,
I
will do like a vegetarian meal for New Year's.
I like that. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Let's see here. So New Year's Eve for us is like cheese platters, veggie platters, fruit trays. Anything bad, like you said, throw out whatever you can, eat all the Christmas cookies, and just do it up.
Exactly.
That's what you do for New Year's Eve. Now, New Year's Day is pork and sauerkraut.
Really?
Very traditionalist.
That's very German.
Or German. You can't tell.
I know.
Because I'm super brunette.
I know. Yeah, well, you're very German. Your husband's Irish, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and my kids look very German.
Yeah, they do. Yes, we've had this conversation.
Yeah, so I might not look super German, but we're very, very German, at least on my mother's side.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pork and sauerkraut. The first thing you eat the New Year day should be sauerkraut.
Yeah.
At midnight. So my aunt used to cook a pork and sauerkraut, and you'd had it like right at midnight. You had to eat some sauerkraut. Mm-hmm. Now you can't wait till the day after. Like you can't wait to dinner time, but that's how we used to do it. Mm-hmm. And she's down here this year, so she's hopefully doing that. I better request my pork and sauerkraut.
Right. Yeah.
We're going to her house for New Year's Eve, so I'm hoping that that's what we have immediately. But
yeah,
I do love sauerkraut though. I could eat sauerkraut in general.
Wow.
Like even as a kid, I would eat it, but I do make the children try one bite because if not, you'll have bad luck all year.
Yeah. I was about to ask you what's the meaning for that. Thank you.
It's luck.
Blessings and wealth for the new year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I love sauerkraut. It's so good. Some ketchup on it.
Honestly, I need to try it as an adult. It's one of the few, and my grandmother would make it.
Mm-hmm.
But I love my grandma, but her food was always very meh and came out of a can.
Yeah. Sauerkraut's so good.
I need to have some real sauerkraut.
Like sauerkraut with mashed potatoes. I don't even like mashed potatoes.
Ooh.
You know that.
That would be good.
But I put them on the mashed potatoes with ketchup, and it's an amazing meal.
I can't do the ketchup. I can't do the ketchup.
Ketchup and sauerkraut's so good.
Ketchup belongs on French fries.
And
that's
sauerkraut.
The extent of what. No, that's the extent of what ketchup belongs on French fries.
That's our food tradition. Like it's super German. The house
I love it.
Smells so bad.
Yeah,
and it's done in an oven because my aunt only cooks in an oven. She won't do the crock pot, but she should because it's easy. And they do kielbasa in it too, like kielbasa and hot dogs can go in there too for the kids.
Okay,
yeah, because they don't want pork. Yeah,
it's weird.
They're weird.
Kielbasa's pork anyway.
I know. Nobody listens to me.
Mm-hmm.
So that was awesome. This is our last show for the year.
It is.
And next week is a whole new year. It's great.
It is. Oh, God. What should we talk about?
I don't know. Tweet us what you think we should talk about. Kim, I know you're listening. Tell us what you think we should talk about.
Yeah.
Send us a tweet. Tell me in Discord. We're ready to hear it.
Yeah. If not, we'll make something.
And we should be at our regular scheduled time because we both work again.
Yeah, exactly. And my Wednesday D&D is kind of on hold right now. Well, no, it's fine. Well, it's not fine. Our DM is diabetic and he's having problems with his eyes, so he needs to have operation for us right now. So yeah, I was like, no, I can't do much. So we might do some pickup stuff here and there. But yeah,
that makes sense.
I'm really bummed about because my DM's a great guy. I hate that he's having this issue because a friend of mine, this is what my friend went through earlier this year. Right. Where I was kind of helping taking care of him.
Yeah.
But I had just asked my buddy Tony if he wanted to play with us because he hadn't played D&D in a long time, and he mentioned something about like, wow, I wish I could game with you guys. I'm like, wait.
You're like, well, you can, but
wait. Someone just left the party. Hey.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So then I had to do and at first I invited him, and then I'm like, oh shit. Wait 1 second. Then I had to message everybody. Hey guys, you know Tony from the Tadpole? Well, what do you think if he plays with us?
That's awesome.
Had to do some backtracking. It's like,
you're like,
well, oh, the beer guy? The barbecue guy? Yeah, that Tony. Yeah, he can play with us.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. So I felt really bad, and then I invited him to play, and just because of the holidays, and our DM travels for work anyway. So sometimes stuff gets canceled. So yeah, I know since we said, hey, we're going to do this show on Thursdays, we've not done it on Thursday because but yeah, we're going back on regular time, which is 8 o'clock
8
Eastern time, 5 Pacific on Wednesdays. And if we have to switch that around to Thursdays, we'll let you guys know.
Usually let you know.
Yeah, but yes, even if it's sometimes life just doesn't happen the way we plan it.
It doesn't always.
Nope.
Well, thanks, Ray, for watching today. Catch up on YouTube, and it'll be podcasted eventually.
Yes.
All right. We love you, stream. Have a good day.
Love you guys. Thank you. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.